Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me on another tarot reading. I want to apologize for being quiet. I have been sick, ill, recovering from I think 2019 is most probably the worst health year I've experienced in my entire life. So thank you for bearing with me. If you're a first-time viewer, thank you for joining me, my soul tribe. If you like the way that I read, please hit that like button. Hit the bell at the bottom right-hand corner of this video. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being there with me, for sticking it out. For waiting and hanging around until I publish another video. Okay, so today is a divine feminine, divine masculine reading. For some or other reason, I feel like, for just to tune in for those who are in separation in their connection. If there's any messages that the divine wants to if there's any divine masculines wanting to use this channel, this energy that I'm opening, this line of communication to send a message to the divine feminine, then this is the opportunity for the divine masculine to come through to the divine feminine. And then also, if there are messages that the divine feminine wants to send the divine masculine, this is that opening of the communication line if you're on separation. So I decided to use two decks. Okay, so this deck is going to represent the divine masculine, and this deck is going to represent the divine feminine. I'll also be using to represent the divine masculine oracle, the Viking oracle cards by Stacey Demarco. And then to represent the feminine, we're going to use goddess guidance cards by Doreen Virtue. So this is my THELEMA deck, and this is the Tarot Grand LUXE. And I will list the decks below. I might also be using the soul cards, soulmate cards. Okay, this is Toni, Carmine, Salerno. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so this is connecting with the divine masculine. Asking the divine masculine what messages do they want to relate to the divine feminine. And this video is not dated. It will be take effect from the date that it's viewed. I don't like to put a time frame on my readings because spiritual energy is timeless. If this reading doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Don't try and make it fit. And remember, the scenarios being described can be flipped or reversed, so you put it where it fits for you. What messages have the divine masculine for the divine feminine, please? What messages does the divine masculine, the collective, okay, have for the divine feminine, the collective? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for bearing with me while I go through my process of shuffling, because I'm just tuning in. What messages does the divine masculine have for the divine feminine? So we have the Emperor here. The divine masculine is coming into his own power. I feel like in the way of the divine masculine, so this is alpha male. Divine masculines are alpha, okay? So this is a fire sign. Aries, I pick up with the Emperor, I pick up Leo, because that's the leadership. I pick up Aries, I pick up Scorpio, Capricorn energy. To a certain extent, there is Sagittarius in here as well. Okay, so I feel like the masculine has been through a purification. over the last decade. I kind of see this as a long journey where the masculine has had to go into, they were forced to do shadow work. They were forced to have a look at themselves, in their own ways of, let's just call it dysfunctional ways, and having to take responsibility, because the emperor is a mature masculine person who takes responsibility for actions and has the maturity to realize what consequences certain actions and behavioral patterns will have. So the masculine is, they've grown up, they've done their work, they're stepping into their own power. They now know what it is that they want. They have the healthy boundaries, and they can make mature choices concerning themselves, their life, what they need, what other people around them, how to provide for themselves, but also how to provide for the people that they care for. I really love this card. The first card for the Divine Masculine. Yay, guys. Job well done. Well done. Be proud of yourself for taking the responsibility for yourself and what is yours. Wonderful. I love that card. Queen of Wands. So we have a masculine here who is connected to his heart center. Queen of Wands bring that emotional aspect. Once again, there's a lot of fire here. This is Leo Sagittarius energy. And because the Queen of Wands matches the energy of the Emperor, I feel like the Emperor knows now what he needs from, what it is that he needs energetically. He needs an energy that is supportive of him and who he is, someone who resonates with his vibes. If it doesn't vibe, I don't want it, okay? Because it would be in the cross position. It's like we need the fire, we need the inspiration, we need that open heart. I see it, I like it, I want it. The confidence to follow up on inspiration, the confidence to follow your heart. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of Leo energy here. To be able to be action orientated and lead by example. I'm not even quite sure how I want to do the layout for this because I'm just divinely guided here. Another card. Okay, so they're showing me 3 rows of 3. So we have the Eight of Wands. So this is also about communication, forward movement. I feel like the masculine is telling the feminine, I'm ready to start to communicate now. I'm connected to my heart center. I know what it is that I want. I'm very clear. I'm clear. I'm following through. I'm in my energy. Even the energy of taking action, the masculine is so much in his own element of fire and maturity that even his actions resonate with his element that he's in. Okay, so the Sagittarian 8 of fire or 8 of wands is telling me that this mature masculine is now ready to take action in an authentic way. He knows what he's about. He's ready to communicate. He's ready to communicate with his feminine who vibes with him. He's ready to move towards. There might be a little bit of a distance between the masculine and the feminine if they geographically in separation, or if they've been in separation and not communicating. The masculine is now ready to start communicating. Remember, we are in Sagittarius. The sun has just come into Sagittarius. This card is ruled by Sagittarius. That's a Sagittarius card, as it doesn't get more Sagittarius than that, okay? And I feel like the divine feminine, if you've been doing your work and you are independent and not energetically reliant on your masculine to provide you with something, or in any way, shape, or form, whether that's emotional security, whatever it is, whatever your issues is that you had to work through, if you've done your homework, your masculine is in balance and he's ready to communicate with you. He's ready to travel to see you. He's ready to message you. He's ready to take action in a very positive, swift way, because this card is also fast. It's one of the fastest cards in the deck. And I like how the sunlight is permeating. So I feel like there's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of speed, because these arrows, they call it the arrows of Cupid, is flying directly out of the card towards the viewer. So I feel like the masculine, when he takes action, is very straightforward, very clear, knows what he wants. I like it, I see it, I want it, and taking the action to get it. So the masculine is, he knows that in the past there was an opportunity in love that had passed him by. There's a missed opportunity, and he is thinking, he's spending time thinking about this missed opportunity in love that had passed him by. But he is now mature enough to understand this, because we have 2 4s. He is looking at creating a stability, emotional stability, but he's also learned his lessons, and he's clearly thinking about this missed opportunity in love. There was an opportunity where the divine feminine had offered him her cup of love, and he denied it. He didn't take that cup because his focus was elsewhere, or he was incapable of taking that cup because he wasn't emotionally in a place where he was ready for love. So we have the 8 of Coins. I feel like the masculine is telling the divine feminine, I'm getting my ducks in a row financially. I want to create stability. I want to make sure that when I come to you, that I have something of value to offer you in the way of a stable income, a stable career. I want to come to you as someone who has the ability to put in the work in a connection with you, because this 8 of Pentacles is falling right below this Queen of Cups. So the Emperor is ready to work on a connection with his divine feminine. He wants to pay attention to small details. Look how he has his finger on the book there. He's paying real close attention. He wants to give you his undivided attention and effort. He is ready now for that. So we have the 7 of Swords. I feel like maybe in some way, shape, or form that you're, and I kind of see these 3 cards together. Okay. So because, and I have to smile, because there's a missed opportunity, okay, and the Emperor realizes that in hindsight he knows that he wasn't ready, but he also knows that there was emotional, someone was left out, okay, that someone was left with their cups not being filled. Okay, and now he's ready to put in the work, but he kind of realizes that the timing of everything sucks a bit. That because he wasn't ready in the past, that now he kind of has to plot, plan, strategize, because this is falling underneath the 8 of Wands. He has to plot, plan, and strategize a method to communicate. He knows in a way he kind of, buggered up the situation in the past because he wasn't ready. But now he feels he needs a plan to be able to move forward. He's thinking, he's planning, plotting, strategizing. How am I going to do this? He's actually putting in the work to say, okay, well, if I want to reconnect with my divine feminine, how am I going to do it? Where am I going to do it? Because I'm going to have this. He kind of feels like he has one chance and one chance only, and he needs to do it right. But I also feel, because he's not 100% sure on how the divine feminine will receive him, that he's taking his time to connect the dots, to plan, to make sure that when he does come through, that it will be successful. Okay, so Emperor is also someone who knows how to defend his kingdom. He knows how to plan, strategize. I see. So I see he wants to, the divine masculine wants to break down the walls of the castle. He wants to penetrate the walls of the divine feminine, and therefore it's not, you just don't, if you want to win, you have to have stealth and cunning ways to win over or woo the woman of your heart. I get this real old fashioned kind of, you know, sort of where the masculine had to really put in a lot of work to win over his feminine, and he's plotting, planning, strategizing because he wants to be prepared. He wants to, when he makes the effort, he wants to make sure that his feminine he'll be able to win her over. So we have the Page of Wands, the action that he, and I kind of feel like the Emperor once again. He is starting with this clean slate. He has finished off with a lot of situations, tying off loose ends. So he does have a clean slate. There's a new, fresh start that he is willing to invest his energy in. He's willing to take that small step and going on this adventure of winning his feminine over. So I do feel, because there's a lot of fire here, so I feel like this specific masculine has fire in his chart, whether this is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, it could be Venus, Sun, Mercury, Mars. It could be the rising sign, the ascendant. It could be Pluto, Saturn, whatever. But there is a lot of fire with this person, and he wants to execute in a sublime way. Okay, he's planning, plotting straight, and he wants to create a firm foundation with his feminine. Look how all of these cards, for we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and now we have the Four of Wands right here in the bottom. So he wants to create stability. He wants this brand new fresh start, building a home. This is your 1111. We've just come through the 11th of November. That's your energetic doorway, but this is the marriage, the celebration, the getting together, building a home together, moving in together. These two are actually, in other decks, it's people celebrating, but you can actually see that there's this masculine and divine feminine in here, and they've just tied the knot. They have their home. They committed to each other. This is what the divine feminine wants, but this is also what the divine masculine wants. Do I need to say more? The divine masculine is all in. He's ready to take action. And if there is a cultural difference between the two of you, I feel like, because we have one brown skin, one white, or like one Maori, one Pākehā, I resonate with that. My twin has fire. He has Mars and Aries. He's a galactic. His ascendant is 25 degrees Sagittarius rising. Okay, so I feel like I deeply resonate with this, and I do feel like he is the type of person that would plan, plot, and strategize to get it right, because he feels like there's no margin for error. There's no margin for error when you want to create long-term stability with us, because you already had one chance. Okay, so that is kind of what the dialogue I feel is going on in his, and there might be children involved, okay, because we do have a page here. But I see like this is a beautiful union ready to come together. We have the Two of Cups. This is your soulmate connection. These are two people with their chakras lined. They lined up. They're vibrating at the same vibe. They feel each other's vibes. They're ready to commit to each other. The divine masculine is ready to commit to his feminine. Okay, he's ready. I'm going to draw us Stacey Demarco. I love the Viking Oracle cards because they're just so masculine. They're so masculine. Thor and his hammer. Oh, yes, please. Thank you very much. Okay. Very warrior-like. I feel like this masculine is very warrior-like. We have Wunyu. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card here. So, just at the bottom, if you're into numerology, we have an 8 at the bottom. And I'm just going to get a bit of information with this. It's about the divine masculine actively seeking out his joy. Okay, as I said, the masculine, they've committed over the last decade to do their shadow work, and they've had a real good look in the mirror with their weaknesses, what they have, that's their strengths, and how they can work with it. And it's the most important aspect of your life right now is to seek out joy, loyalty in tough times. Working for and with the community is a positive move. Long held wishes can come true now when you accept support and input from others. So I feel like the masculine, if you've been in isolation, that you're ready to come out of that isolation, sorry, yes, and insulation too. There is, it's about being ready to step out and open up to the feminine, and making whatever connection you have with your feminine, making it public, not keeping it secret, because we do have that Seven of Swords there. But I feel like that's more the divine masculine, how do I say it? The divine masculine plotting and planning and strategizing to get it right. I don't get it anything negative here. Okay, I don't feel like there's any negativity here. Okay, sit like that. I want to now draw us a soulmate card. The divine masculine is planning, strategizing because he wants to win. He wants to win at all costs, because he knows that this is one that he cannot afford to lose, because his long-term happiness and joy depends on it. He knows what he wants, and he won't settle for anything less. I would like a little comment. Oh, there's one that flipped over, actually. I was looking for one that... Okay, so what does this one say? Close your eyes and feel your spiritual connection to everything on this planet. Every person, animal, tree, flower. Feel the ocean, the wind, the sky. All in perfect harmony, moved by the one eternal flow of love. So what I feel is like, if you're in separation from your masculine, he's saying, feel me when I'm not with you. Feel me in the ocean, feel me in the wind, see me in the sky. I'm with you everywhere you go. You know, like I'm present in your energy, and you will feel me in the nuances of nature. So let's go on to the Divine Feminine. We are using our THELEMA deck. Just move it this way. What does the Divine Feminine have to tell her Divine Masculine? Once again, if you like this reading, please click the like button. Please hit that bell. I'd like to get my numbers up. I'd like to get my views up. These fell out, but I was talking by myself. Oh. Yeah, so you see the star flipped over. My surname is Starchild. I always associate myself with a star card. Tarot is alive. It's alive. Okay, so what messages does the feminine have for her divine masculine? What messages does the divine feminine have for her divine masculine? These two fell out, so we'll keep them. I'll cut the deck. Then we'll start. So the first card that fell out is the Three of Pentacles. The Divine Feminine is, she's ready to work on the connection with her Divine Masculine. She's ready to collaborate. She has a very practical, grounded approach to a connection. She knows it's divinely guided. She knows that there is something to do with timing and having to have a practical approach. With the Divine Feminine, you know, there's always been issues with being very emotionally codependent and out of balance, and you know, having certain demands of the divine masculine. But I feel like this feminine is now in a place where she has done her work, she's calmed down, she's ready to collaborate, and she has a very practical approach to this connection. She's ready to tie the knot. You know, we have the Four of Wands here with the divine feminine, and then we have the Four of Wands here with the divine masculine. I do not need to say more. I feel like the work has been done, and we are ready to really truly collaborate. I feel like with the divine feminine and the divine masculine have both been using the opportunities to step through the energetic doors, especially with that Venus-Jupiter conjunction in Sagittarius, conjunct the galactic center. That is stepping through the open doors of your new life. And both divine masculine and feminine have been doing this consciously, maybe even subconsciously. Ready for commitment. Look how they totally mirroring each other in this reading. I feel like if you're watching this reading and you are in separation, time is nigh, my people. Time is nigh. It's time for the divine feminine and the divine masculine to get together. And I really like how these two dolphins are coming in, because dolphins mate for life. Okay. The divine feminine is mirroring her divine masculine. She says, I am ready. I'm ready. And look how these two cards are falling exactly. They're falling exactly in the same order. You can't make this up. Can't make it up. Okay. This is in the top line for the divine feminine, and this is in the bottom line for the divine masculine. I love it. We have the Six of Pentacles, even, give and take, a sense of generosity, the message that the divine, and look how this divine, this hand out here is the hand of the divine feminine. She has still something to give to her divine masculine to balance out the scales. She feels like there's still something that she wants to contribute, to give back to her divine masculine, because the divine feminine can be very demanding, on time, on resources. Why can't you be like this? Why don't you want to do it this way? In our own codependency, we have had so many demands, but now we realize we actually have so much to give. And if the divine masculine is wondering, he's planning and strategizing to get it right, but the divine feminine is no demand. You cannot do any wrong in the eyes of the divine feminine, regardless of what had transpired in the past. The divine feminine is ready to commit. She's ready to bring in the balance. She's ready to have a balanced, even exchange with her divine masculine. We have the Ten of Wands. So the divine feminine is still kind of finishing off with a little bit of work that she's doing on herself. But this is the last yard. So this is like tying the loose ends, because the Ten of Wands is going into the Ace of Swords. Okay, we are at the end of a decade. We are finishing off with a 30-year cycle with Pluto and Saturn conjunction in Capricorn. We are also finishing off with an 800-year cycle. Okay, so there's a great finishing off on many levels energetically. But I feel with the divine feminine that maybe the emotional recovery that she's had to do from having to purge a lot, that maybe she's just a little bit physically tired. Okay, that her energy levels physically is a little bit low, but she's taking steps to restore the balance in her life. She's taking the steps to recover from this. It's been exhausting. It's been the most exhausting journey. The divine feminine is telling her divine masculine, I'm waiting for you. If there's distance that is separating us, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for your ship to come in. The divine feminine is telling the divine masculine, I'm your harbor. I'm your harbor of safety. You'll be safe with me. Everything that happened in the past, I know, because the wands are spiritual, okay, and there's a certain amount of expectation here. It is like she's looking to the future. She has the bigger picture of her life. She knows what it is that is perfect for her. And once again, we have all this fire in the divine feminine spread that is matching up with the fire in the divine masculine spread. Okay, so the feminine is totally vibing with her masculine. I feel like we're dealing with two people with fire in their chart. Okay, I can confirm, and this reading is not for me. I read the cards as I fall. This is for the collective. Okay, but this could be with the collectives with a lot of fire in their chart, and I am one of them. I have the 15-degree Leo rising, and I have Mercury 23 degrees Aries. Okay, so I have a fair amount of fire in my chart. My chart is sun ruled. Okay, so I feel like these two are vibing with each other. King of Cups. Well, what can I say? I kind of really feel the feminine has worked to emotionally mature. She has a big cup of love that she is ready to offer to her masculine. She's ready, she's open, she's mature, she's emotionally balanced. But this could also be the feminine giving recognition to her masculine. So this is a king. This is a masculine card. So we have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Your divine masculine might have water in their chart. Okay. So my divine masculine has a Pisces sun, Pisces Venus, Pisces North Node. Okay, I have the Pisces moon. So this really speaks to me. So I want to tell my divine masculine, if you are out there and if you're watching this video, this is a reading that I deeply resonate with, and I'm waiting for you. I'm your harbor of safety. You can come home. I'm ready to commit to you. I'm ready for love. I'm ready for my brand new fresh start with you. And I feel like there is a lot of other feminines out there who's speaking the same language, because we are dealing with the collective here. I know I'm not alone. My tribe is watching my channel because they vibe with me. So we are moving forward. Yes, we are purging. We are purging from having to carry heavy burdens. We're moving on from that. We're moving forward from feeling emotionally drained from connections or people that suck us dry, investing ourselves in ventures and projects that doesn't offer offer much. It just takes away and not gives us anything back and leaves us empty. Okay, so we're moving forward. We are recovering. We are detoxing as well. So for some of us, we might even be focusing on our health to get our energy back. We might be focusing on nutrition, exercise, bringing in that balance in our life so that we feel we are balanced and taken care of. But we're doing this on a physical level to get our physical strength back. Okay. Also moving on and leaving relationships and things behind that is not good for us. Last card for the feminine, we have the Seven of Wands. So we have someone who has their defenses up here. We have someone who has been blocking, but also someone who is very determined. This is a card of perseverance. This is a card of I know what I want. I won't settle for anything less. That's my edit. That's basically me. I know what I want. You have been waiting a long time for your divine masculine. You might have been even waiting 7 years. Anything from 7 months to 7 years. Okay, I've been waiting 7 years, going in for 7. I've been in isolation for 7. So, but I also feel like there is some people, if you're divine feminine, you have some people on block on social media because you feel you need to put up healthy boundaries. You feel like you can't be drawn into other people's dramas. But it's also having the sheer determination on having things your way. It must be your way, otherwise there's no room for negotiation here. But it's also in being very clear in the understanding of what is good, and because you have that emotional maturity now, the divine feminine is very clear. She knows what's good for her and what's bad for her, and she's taking the action to ensure that only good comes through. But she's also telling the divine masculine that even though she might have her defenses up, okay, she knows who she will let in. She's very clear on what it is that she allows in her life and what she doesn't allow in her life. In some cases, some things will be blocked out. In some cases, she's waiting for ships to come in, depending on what it is. But she has the emotional understanding and maturity to know now what is good for her, and therefore only her highest good is what she is willing to receive. I'm going to draw some Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. I love you, my love. I love you. Come home. Come home. I'm your harbor of safety. What's happened in the past doesn't matter. Everything is forgiven. It was a journey of healing. It's a journey of light. It's a journey of love. You're still the king of my heart. That's what the feminine wants to tell her divine masculine. You are still the king of my heart. You're still the king of my heart. And I also feel like this is coming in peace. See that dove there? I come in peace. I have a big cup of love to offer you. I'm ready emotionally now to have a beautiful, deep connection, emotional connection with you, building our home, building our connection, making it real, making it real. White Tara, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. And that is what you're doing. That's what the divine feminine is doing. But she's also saying that when her divine masculine comes to her, that there's no toxicity, there's no imbalances in her, there's nothing that is going to be in this connection that can sabotage this beautiful love connection, this beautiful love that she carries. She's clean, she's clear, she's detoxing herself so that she can come into this connection with her divine masculine pure, fresh, new, squeaky clean, nothing of the past hanging around and interfering in this connection. I feel like both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, they are ready to commit to each other, ready to start over, to start clean, especially with this page of wands here with the emperor. I feel like even though we have an emperor here for the divine masculine, that he still has a lot of passionate for his feminine. He still has a youthful approach and exuberance, even though he knows how to carry the responsibility. He still has that youthful approach. His feminine gets him excited. She gets him fired up. She gets him passionate. You know, she's revving his engine, so to speak. He knows what he wants, you know, and he still has that ability to enjoy that in a very youthful kind of way. She makes him feel young in spite of the responsibility that he carries as the divine masculine. And I feel like the divine feminine is you know, she wants to come to a masculine clean, clear, energetically pure, so that she can offer him a brand new, fresh start with this white Tara. She's also a clean slate, ready to start over, because she's dealt with all the toxic situations in her life, and she's ready. She's ready. So the message to her divine masculine: love generates love. She has a big cup of love to offer her masculine, okay? You will receive positive confirmation of this in the next few days. Keep on loving, and you will keep on receiving ever great blessings in return. Don't close your heart off to my love, my divine masculine. If you keep your heart open to the possibility of our connection, you will start to see the blessings of love coming into your life. What a beautiful reading. Finally, we are ready. We're ready to be together. So give me feedback on this reading. Tell me what you thought of this reading. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for getting back. I had the most horrendous month of illness, but I made it through. I'm back. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a like, subscribe, share, and connect with me, please. I'd love to get your story. You can email me private, all the links below my video that you need to know about me and where to contact me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Light and love.